It's October and Star Citizen is going to be very, very busy and pretty hype this month. There is so much going on and to look forward to. But first, last month's giveaway winner is No-Eyed Sniper 13. They won a Drake Corsair. Congratulations. The new giveaway for October is for a Constellation Phoenix, that luxury ship. Not only is the ship great for a small crew, a fantastic mission runner, and it will allow you to get involved with almost any mission and gameplay that Star Citizen currently has to offer, but it also comes with a P-72 snub fighter and the Lynx rover, as well as lifetime insurance. It's one of the most luxury ships in the verse, and it comes with a hot tub and a bar. To be in for a chance of winning that, just comment on any of my videos made during the month. So what is going on this month? What can we look forward to? Star Citizen Alpha 3.21 is on the PTU. It turned up much earlier than expected. It's expected to turn up to live around CitizenCon later in the month. It was a bit of a surprise. We were expecting a set of 3.20.x patches, but these have all been absorbed into 3.21's branch now. The name change, the big name change I suppose, is because CIG are going to be deploying some major tech to it later in this cycle, and that is the replication layer and some core elements of server meshing. Basically, replication layer allows for multiple servers to be connected to a single shard, and this provides redundancy, but also the replication layer provides better efficiency. It is a core component of server meshing. Clients, servers, they don't communicate directly with each other. They communicate with the replication layer, which takes in all the information and state changes needed and communicates them to both parties. Servers can go down and explode, but the replication layer knows what's supposed to be on them and bam, can just spin up a new server. The only time you'll get like 30Ks or anything like that should be if the client and replication layer lose communication with each other. There may be some other features and bits and bobs coming with 3.21 as well that Cloud Imperium have yet to reveal, but yeah, we know that the replication layer is going to be turning up in 3.21.x once it's ready. They're going to be testing the replication layer and this new tech in parallel with the live servers on a preview branch, but they don't want to break the live servers with this new stuff by deploying it earlier than it should be deployed. Basically, what happened with persistent entity streaming, they want to avoid. Currently in that Alpha 3.21 build, there are tons of new missions, retrieve consignments, having you go into underground bunkers and basically dispense loot, and there's waves and waves of enemies that come along the longer you stay there. Repel raids on Crusader platforms, both the old platforms and new platforms, so they're sort of re-enabling those set of Crusader platform missions. Probably the ability to run Siege of Orison will also be enabled, but there's a lot of missions to do there now. And steal evidence from Security Post Korea. I'm expecting a load more stuff to turn up as well. Something else in this patch was a pyro jump point. It was sort of discovered by players turning up there and going, oh, what's this? There's some infrastructure there as well, and with a big sign saying you are entering pyro. It's not a functional jump point. It's just for testing or placeholder or only partly finished. It could be something that we see at CitizenCon. We will be covering all of the progress of this Star Citizen Alpha 3.21 branch as it progresses though. Star Citizen's birthday is on the 10th of October. Now, normally that means CitizenCon, but CitizenCon celebrations don't start until the 21st this year. Two-day event, we'll talk about that in a minute. You can expect, however, some form of celebration on the 10th, and Cloud Imperium Games sent out an email to some of the Chairman's Club members, basically players that have spent at least $1,000 are Chairman's Club members. They said, it's the time of year when we come together to celebrate Star Citizen's birthday, and more importantly, the incredible community that has grown alongside us throughout this remarkable journey. As we draw closer to October 10th, we're excited to kick off the festivities with a glimpse of a legendary birthday gift flying your way. Stay tuned for details. We think you're going to have a blast with this one. So with this, there was a magic eye or scrambled picture of an F8C, that sort of F8 heavy fighter. Now this could mean that we will have the ship flyable for the 10th of October or later in the month, or maybe it's going on sale. But it could also just be something as minor as, well, there's a flare model of it, so you get a little tiny model for your hangar. We don't know. It's caused a little bit of drama in the community, as Cloud Imperium have basically previously said the ship wasn't going to be sold, and you would be able to get it in-game, but the way you'd get it would be like you play Squadron 42 up to a certain point, and then that would basically unlock the ability for you to buy it in the verse somehow. And later, They then said, well, actually, concierge that have spent at least $10,000 will also get one as a thank you. Now, some people are thinking, are they going to be selling it again? Are they going to be doing something weird with it? Because it sort of erodes some of the trust for CIG when it comes to, they said they were going to do this, but then they do that. Really, we don't know what they're going to do. At the moment, it's all sort of academic. I'd personally love it if they decided to add it to the game as flyable and it was purchasable in-game at the same time. It could be a ridiculously high price, or there might be some sort of weird unlock that you have to get by completing a load of mission sets or something. But I think that would be cool. CitizenCon is probably the biggest event of the year, and it's coming really soon, less than 3 weeks away. CitizenCon is a 2-day event for the first time. It's also been 4 years since a physical event. Cloud Imperium have been starving us of some of the tastiest development informations over the last few weeks as well on the road to CitizenCon, and there is so much hype here. A huge amount could be shown at CitizenCon, from Squadron 42 to the Persistent Universe, Pyro, new features, missions, gameplay demos, panels, ships, planets, schedules and roadmaps. Chris Roberts talking about where we've gone and come in and all that sort of jazz, animals and aliens. There's just tons of stuff that we could see, and I'm expecting a fantastic show. A 8.5 out of 10 minimum, sort of maybe bordering 9.5 out of 10 if you had to rate it, but we don't know. I mean, it could all explode. We'll be covering that with summaries of all the panels and videos just throughout CitizenCon and the few days after it, but you can also watch it live on the Star Citizen Twitch channel. Expect the panels to be a bit more spaced out than previously. There is only one stage as well, so you don't have to flick between stages, or you're not going to miss anything. It will be covered throughout. Obviously, there's a physical attendance as well, the biggest CitizenCon they've had there as well. It's in LA. There are tickets available still, I believe, and it looks like Cloud Imperium are going to be pairing the 3.21 live patch with CitizenCon. I'm also expecting a free flight and a ship sale. But wait, there is more. Day of Vara is Star Citizen Halloween, and that's actually starting the 5th of October. It's going to be for the whole of the month, and it's a spooky celebration, screenshot competitions. Sometimes they have in-game tasks to get some awesome masks and flair. They might be selling them as well, but yeah, expect some interesting spooky costumes. These cause a bit of sort of polarization in the community as well, so some of them sort of take you out of your immersion. But I mean, it's future space times. There can be costumes in the future. It's fine. I am really hoping that we get some in-game things to get involved with that will then give us sort of unlocks and that sort of jazz, because I love that sort of thing where it goes, you go to these locations and then you get rewarded a prize, or go and do this thing, get 20 unique PvP kills, great, you get another mask. Interestingly, for the rest of the month, we might not be getting a huge amount. There does appear to be limited coverage from Cloud Imperium to some degree. So, Inside Star Citizen is going on hiatus after this week's episode, potentially until November. It is a sprint report though, so these are typically pretty juicy, giving us insight into a lot of different development initiatives, features, and disciplines. But it's going to have a debuff because it's being so close to CitizenCon, and they can't really show us the really cool stuff because that's why we've been on the road to CitizenCon. There is going to be a roadmap update later this week, I believe Wednesday evening, that will help explain the Alpha 3.21 situation and maybe have some additional features turn up with that. We will also be getting the monthly reports turn up, but I would expect them to be lighter than normal. There's no Star Citizen Live this week, and we are going to be getting one next week though, but that might be all from CIG's shows until after CitizenCon in November, and I would expect, as I said, only limited coverage until after CitizenCon from CIG. But there's a huge amount to talk about because there's that 3.21 patch and Day of Vara and load of other stuff going on in the meantime. Something else worth mentioning as well is that Master Modes, at least in some form, are going to be available semi-permanently to test. Cloud Imperium said, "The community has spoken and we have listened. Master Modes, free flight, will be enabled indefinitely and excluded from the Arena Commander experimental mode schedule rotation. As it has special significance to Star Citizen's future, we want it to be accessible to you at all times." So, sort of makes sense, yeah? I didn't personally mind them having it come on and off rotation as part of the schedule if Cloud Imperium were going to iterate on it and update it between their rotations and talk about it. Also, having focused feedback that they are looking to get, like a lot of players in at a time, or let's talk about what we need for the next round of testing for master modes, bam, 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 get everyone hyped, then they actually have a lot more people come in to test it. However, having it always in free fly is a compromise that I think is pretty solid, as they can sort of like still have focused combat testing as part of a schedule for Valor Swarm or PvP when that comes up, and still have time to do changes and all that sort of jazz. So what else is going on with the channel? Well, so typically August, September, quite quiet for the channel, a lot less views and that sort of jazz, but there's normally a lot less sort of stuff, citizen information going out. We've had that, and we had Starfield and stuff like that turning up. But now that we're sort of like in the, towards the end of the year with Star Citizen, and we've got CitizenCon 3.21, potentially another end of year major patch, the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo in November, it's gone from having a setting of sort of like 5 on how busy I am to an 11, where it's sort of hyped. There's a load of cool stuff just about to happen. Really, really excited. It was a bit weird as well with what happened with 3.21 recently. I'd literally gone, I'm going to have 3 days off. I basically have a weekend off and go to a BoredGames and play a load of games. And on Friday, I went, played a load of games. Saturday, I was like, started playing games, and then went, I need to cover some Star Citizen stuff. So I only stayed for half the sort of event. Played some Beast, some Terraforming Mars dice and stuff like that. Beast was really good. Partial hidden movement game, but you've got a load of hunters trying to hunt this beast who's got some objectives to do. And yeah, it's good fun. Played Azul and New Eden and a few other games. Blood on the Clock Tower. I've also started doing some more intensive workouts. So I go for half an hour's sort of run a day. I do a reasonable amount of other exercise, a little tiny bit of lifting. A healthier board gamer is what I'm sort of looking at the moment, because a lot of the other time I'm just sat in my chair on my big bum. Been playing some other games as well. I haven't really gone back to Starfield since I sort of completed the main story, but I've been playing a reasonable amount of Payday 3, just played a little bit of Atomic Heart. I got into it for a bit and then sort of like was playing Payday 3. Just finishing off a Roots of Pacha playthrough, which is sort of like a prehistoric Stardew Valley. Also realised I'm terrible at Counter-Strike 2. Boom! That's it for your October update. I really want to know, what do you think we are going to see at CitizenCon, and how are you planning to consume that? Are you going to watch some summaries? Are you going to watch it live? Are you actually attending it? 3.21, have you been playing it on the PTU? What do you think of that patch? What are you hoping to see with that patch? Do you think the replication layer is going to be a silver bullet to the problems we have with server performance and 30Ks? Do you think we'll see 4.0 or some form of testing for pyro and jump points or server meshing by the end of the year? What do you think the Star Citizen October 10th birthday and the F8C is all about? And are you going to be getting involved with the Day of Vara stuff, and what are you hoping to see? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. I do want to say a massive thank you to everyone that goes the extra mile to support the channel. Thank you so much for those of you that have used the join button under my videos to become a channel member, or that use Patreon, or that have even donated separately, whether that be on a live stream or direct donation. You keep us going in the quiet months and allow us to be even bigger and better in the loud months. That's the sound of a loud month. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great October. Want some more immersion with Star Citizen? Then the Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is on sale until October 9th. This gives you native high-precision head and eye tracking in Star Citizen. Very cool for general immersion, for combat both in ship or on foot. They are absolutely fantastic pieces of kit, and both Zin and I have one. Use the links below to grab one or to find out more. What the hell are you? It's nordvpn.com/boredgamer, enabling you to minimize your presence on the internet, almost like a cloaking device. It also allows you to hunt out the best TV and movies and shopping deals by changing your region. It prevents big internet from gathering and using your personal data. There's even a data breach scanner and meshnet for your own remote private network included. When Zin asked, what's the Predator movie got to do with NordVPN or CitizenCon or Star Citizen, I said, what's any of our NordVPN ads got to do with anything? Grab yourself NordVPN in the links below for a seamless, secure internet experience. Every month we have a Star Citizen ship giveaway. For October 2023, we are giving away a Constellation Phoenix. This luxury multi-crew ship can be used as a mission runner, an explorer, a base of operations, and more. It comes with a luxury P-72 Archimedes snub, as well as the Lynx rover, allowing you to have on and off planet excursions. Just comment on any of my videos made during the month to be in for a chance of winning that. This is the bit of the video where I appeal to you to try and join the channel memberships and give us money. We have a load of you that are Patreons or have become YouTube channel members with the join button under my videos, and that goes a huge way in helping the channel and enabling us to make daily Star Citizen news entertainment. But there are a load of other ways to help us: liking, commenting, sharing these videos. That helps the channel grow. Thank you for watching to the end. Please get involved in the comments section, and I hope you have a great October.